You're the one who goes through friends like underwear, honey.
Little store, never expected to be on TV because I'm tough. Like these women carry on over nonsense. Where can we start? Do I have to do the whole thing over?
We're live with Kim D. Can I get a shout out? I want everybody to invite their friends. We're going to wait for the warm up here.
Yes, baby doll.
Answer your comments. I'm Julie Lokun. I'm Kim D's sidekick. And
just for tonight.
Just for tonight. I'm her
sidekick. She's my everything. And guess what? I am on Julie's Christmas present. She bought me a beautiful pink laptop, and I'm finally on a computer instead of my cracked phone, which I'm getting.
Look at it looks so much better. It's like
really, really good. I love it. Thank you so much. It was such a surprise. Barbie and I went to the door, and I'm like, what is this? It was like heavy. Because Julie's like, oh, your Christmas. I go, why did you buy me a Christmas present? She goes, oh, whatever. And I open it up. I'm like, and it's pink. Oh my God. So it's really cool. And I thank you again. I love it, love it, love it.
Oh, I'm so excited. And Joseph,
I'll do more lives now.
Yeah. I mean, because you look profesh now.
Yes, I do.
You look profesh.
Yes.
And as people are coming in, I want to say there's Joseph here. He's saying hello from Toronto.
Woo-hoo, Toronto.
So guys, you need to make sure that you are putting all your questions in the chat. We will keep it updated. Yeah. You get to talk to Kim D live. Do you know Kim D? Kim, why don't you tell us, for all those people that are just curious to who you are? Who are you? Who the heck are you?
Who am I? Well, first of all, I was on rhonj for, I'm going to say, I think it's 5 to 6 years. I got the first Bravo Award, Best Supporting Agitator.
That's awesome.
I was on when the show was phenomenal. I mean, I think it's good now. I really do. But I liked our episodes and our producers. A lot of the girls, are doing all different other things. But, I'm still involved. And now I started my own podcast, and Julie and I are writing a book. Julie's my ghostwriter, and called I Play with the Big Boys. My Life with the Big Boys.
Oh my God.
My Life with the Big Boys. See, I'm having a senior moment. My Life with the Big Boys. Senior moment. My Life with the Big Boys is because when I had the fight with Joe Gorga, when I realized he was talking to me, this little lunatic with the cap on, and I'm like, excuse me, you little blah, blah, blah. I play with the big boys. So when it came time to write my book, I'm like, you know what? I did have a life with big boys. I do. Hey, Kim D and Linda.
It's from Peter. It's from our friend Peter.
Peter. Oh, Linda. Okay. That's
me, Linda.
So I'm like, what? So anyway, yes. So that's where the name of the book came from. My Life with the Big Boys. It's going to be juicy, juicy, juicy. So, but here I am doing my first YouTube live with Julie to promote my YouTube channel.
That makes sense, right?
There you go. For Get Real with Kim D. So whoever does follow me and knows about me, they know that I have my own Patreon podcast, Get Real with Kim D. They've all been asking for YouTube. So we had some little snippets. Now, as of last night, my first episode that we put up on Patreon, Big Bad Wolf, which clearly that's what I am, is now on YouTube. So we'll see what happens.
And by the way, before we answer Joseph B's question, guys, comment. We want to hear from you. It's going to be amazing. We're going to get some juicy little dishes here soon. Kim really is not a big bad wolf. She's actually a little pussycat, or just like a little sweetheart. So
I try.
Your bark is worse than your bite.
Yeah. Yes, it is. It is.
Aw. Okay. So what part of Italy are your parents from? Our first question.
Okay. Well, my father's mother was from Sicily. She came over here when she was about 10 or 11 with her 2 sisters. So Sicily. And the name of the town is Santa Cruz. Okay. And that's how you say it, Santa Cruz. Santacruz, Santa Cruz. That's where they're from, Sicily. Yeah. So my father's Sicilian. My grandmother and my grandfather were Sicilian.
I love that. And Hamilton says Happy New Year.
Oh, Hamilton, Happy New Year to you too.
Hamilton. Love that.
Yes.
So I'm keeping Oh, and Posh by Kim D says, you're the queen of fashion. I wonder who could be.
And you could see I'm the queen of fashion. I have my Posh sweatshirt on, and then I have my friend Valino's Meat Market sweatshirt over it because I got a little cold. Wow. So yeah, shout out to Valino's.
Shout out Bolinos. I'm going to be in Jersey, by the way, on Wednesday. So
you should really try to go.
There's a lot to be done.
I know. Guys, you know what time you're flying in yet, right? Do you know what time you're flying in?
I'm going to be flying in mid-afternoon on Wednesday. Yep.
All right.
So I've known Kim for a long time. She always has the delicious dish on the New Jersey Housewives. And I guess until we get some more questions here, and I will, share your questions with Kim. Mm-hmm. Kim, do you keep in touch? Like, are you really real friends with any of the women from the current cast of Jersey? Like, yes, really friends?
Yes, I am. And really? I have been in contact with many of the housewives and the house husbands.
Oh, well, we know one of the house husbands. You interviewed him on your Patreon channel.
Yes. And he happens to be a very good friend of mine. Mm-hmm. Wished me Happy New Year. And we've had a nice chat since.
Okay, which dog is barking right now? We all need to know.
They're not really barking. They're playing. It's Lila and Scarlett are playing right now.
Lila and Scarlett
are playing.
We allow all dogs of all kinds on this podcast or this episode or show, compared to what Kim used to go through.
Kumishikyam said his people still have PTSD. Anyone who doesn't like animals or speaks about animals that way, no, not good.
Yeah, it's weird if someone says they don't like animals. Like, that's the first red flag, right?
Oh my God. Red flag.
Walk away.
Black flag to me, black.
Walk away. Walk away.
Walk away.
So you keep in contact in actual true friendships with a bunch of the castmates from this current season of New Jersey?
This year more than ever.
Can you give us a little more or no?
Yeah, this year more than ever. I keep in contact with some of the house husbands. I'm going to count how many of the housewives that I'm friends with and I've kept in contact with. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go as far as say 5.
Okay.
That I keep in contact with. And when I come up with information, it's real information. It's, it's the real thing. I don't bullshit. And I enjoy what I do. Mm-hmm. I really do. Do you know when the new season of I think they're saying the end of March, sometime in April, where that's when we're supposed to be. Julie and I think, are going to drop the book the end of April, sometime during the course of the show. I want Julie to understand she has a little time, because if it doesn't start until the end of April, we have May, June. Okay, to drop the book.
Thank you. That's
you're good to go. You're good to go. But yes,
I'm not just her sidekick. I do.
Yeah, it's definitely the end of March, beginning of April, which is a little late. Normally, it would have been out January, February, but they're still doing what I heard. They're still doing some confessionals.
Okay. I'm going to let you take this. We're getting a lot of questions.
If you can pick one housewife to be on the show, who would it be and why? Oh, to be on my show? Oh, goodness gracious. I'm going to say I really would like one. I think Teresa and I would have a really good go at it. I think that we have a lot to rehash, And I think either we do it on the show and have a one-on-one about what she did, what I did, or she comes on my podcast. Either way, I think it would be the most interesting. Do I like the other girls and would love to have them? Absolutely. But I think Teresa and I have a lot of things that we need to discuss. Hello, Lise Kim. I know you probably answered this question before, but I don't recall the answer. Did Teresa provide all the shady information to Penny on the season she was on? I don't think all of it, but what I heard was a lot more than I knew. Okay. She was very disgruntled with Melissa at the time, and she was thinking that Melissa was ruining her family. But I didn't know that. So when I interviewed Penny, my jaw dropped. I'm like, wait, what? Like, Penny knew more than I did. So yeah, I don't think everything, and but yeah, more than I did. So the answer is not all of it, but some of it. What is your happiest memory from your time on the show? I guess all the Posh fashion shows. I love doing them. I loved being at my store. I loved being at Posh and the girls coming to visit. Like when Jacqueline and Teresa came and I gave them the Diva glass and I served them mimosas. And then when Siggy and Dolores came, because they were going to walk in my show, you know, that was fun. And of course, when I had them all for the Brownstone episode, when Melissa came in and I gave her the feather dress, it was fun. It's really a lot of fun doing that. And most of the shows that I did, we had a really good time. And I used to tell the girls, you could do whatever you want after my show, my girls walk. You could knock each other out, flip the tables, do whatever, just let them walk. And they always did. They fought after. So I give them credit for that. But that was my favorite. Definitely my favorite. Filming in my store and the shows. Kim, were you surprised with the incident when Ashley got into a fight with Danielle? And well, I wasn't surprised about Ashley getting in the fight with Danielle, but I was a little surprised that Danielle would press charges against a kid. Because to me, she was a kid. You know, I understand that she hurt her. She ripped her hair out. And let me tell you, I have extensions and I know that hurts. But I would never file charges against a kid. Just not going to happen. First of all, it would take a lot for me to file charges against anyone. So,
have you ever filed charges? And I'm waiting for your questions. So I'm in the back room looking at your questions, getting them ready. Yeah. We want to, this is your chance to ask Kim D. De Paola. Did you know her last name was De Paola?
I never filed charges. I'm not a big cop caller. Person short now.
You have a clean record. I did a background check.
Yeah.
I do background checks on everybody I work with.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
you know, totally I'm good so far. Knock on the wood.
Good so far. Okay,
good
so far. Sorry, my camera went a little blurry. Okay, so first time on a computer, first time doing a live here on YouTube. Tell me what, okay, I'm going to ask a fashion question while I'm waiting for your questions here.
Go ahead.
What is the one thing I need in my wardrobe for winter, spring of this year? And what color, what am I supposed to be doing with this mess right here?
Well, I don't think you're a mess. I think you're on point with your hair, your lipstick and all that. I love, right now, pink is the hot color. I mean, if you saw J-Lo walk down that runway, the red carpet, you know, pink is the hot color. Boyfriend jackets are my favorite. You know why? That would be my one. If you had one thing to buy, it'd be a boyfriend jacket. And
what is a boyfriend jacket?
Boyfriend jacket is it's a boyfriend jacket. Even now they have grandpa jackets. So boyfriend jackets is at least 2 or 3 sizes bigger than what you normally wear. A grandpa is really over the top, which I have a few of those. And
there's a grandpa jacket?
I have a grandpa jacket I'll be wearing soon. Yeah, they have grandpa jackets and they have boyfriend jackets. Okay, so I have boyfriend jackets in every color and everyone's wearing menswear. Women are wearing menswear. I got my bow ties. I got ties. But if I had to choose one thing, it would be either a gray boyfriend jacket or a black one to go with everything. Yeah.
I love that. And I love,
even though I told you to buy a different color, I would still buy those too.
I love the preppy look, but I'm not the expert. The preppy.
Well, preppy's cool, but you know, right now, preppy with a boyfriend jacket.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I love that. So we're getting more people. Guys, in the chat, shout out, where are you guys from? I want to know. Well, I don't want to know, but Kim wants to know where you all are from. And we have some more questions here. Okay, this is going to be a good question, Kim. I'm going to let you take the stage, okay?
Okay. What do you think of Teresa's new husband? Do you think he's dangerous like people allege? Okay. I do believe that Louis Ruelas is a good, he brought like some good things out in Teresa. I think he's a good influence. Okay. Do I think sometimes he talks out of both sides of his mouth? Yes. And there's going to be a Patreon coming up that I'm going to be dropping some really heavy duty news, real heavy duty. I mean, I'm talking real heavy duty and it involves him. Okay. And it's not about him. It's about something that he wanted to do. So when someone says that they're Zen and they're, you know, being the best that they can, but then they want to bring out stuff on other people, you know, that's kind of to me talking out 2 sides of the mouth. So do I think he's dangerous? I'm not afraid of him. I don't think he's dangerous in that fact, but I do call him a wild card. You just never know what he's going to do next. And when you're on a show like this and you're with someone like that, that can be a little scary and it can be a little dangerous, but I'm not afraid of him. I don't think he's violent. Well, I heard some things about him before, but I think everyone can change. But I do think he has, he's good for her at this point. What I see, and I heard he's very good to her daughters. So it's kind of a mixed review. I'm sorry, but that's just the way I feel right now. How many dogs do you have, and have you ever dealt with the loss of one? Okay, I have 7. I lost 2 poodles, a boy and a girl, that were elder during COVID. And it was really sad. And of course, years ago, I lost my Shih Tzu named Candy, who was 15 years old. So yes, I have dealt with losses. So that's 3. And I have Posh, who's going to be 16 in March, and she's blind. She was not blind when I got her. She just recently went blind. So it is a heartbreak. It really is. So yes, I have lost them, and I have 7. And I really want to get another one. What is the age cut off for crop tops? I see middle-aged women showing your belly. Is that cool now? Serious question. Okay, I have addressed this on my Patreon. I totally disapprove of a crop top on God. I mean, 40s and up. Are you going to say, Barbie, crop top 40s and up? I mean, even before that. But 38. Okay, but I'm not age shaming. I don't mind a peekaboo. As a matter of fact, I just bought a dress from Michael Costello with a peekaboo on the side. So I don't mind that. It's a turtleneck, it's midi, so there's a little peekaboo. That's fine. I keep saying with these Jersey girls, stop showing it all. Stop showing it all. Stop with the midriffs. You don't need it. You got a nice toned stomach, show a little bit of it. That's more than enough. Crop tops now. I don't really like crop tops at all anyway, at all. Apart from Victoria Beckham, who is your style icon? I love.
Wait, I have to say something about the crop tops.
Okay.
When Kim at the Posh fashion show, she had a nice bralette or cami on, sexy cami, but she covered it up.
Yeah, I had a jacket on over it, you know. Yeah, we did a video, you know. I was asked by Dina, who'll be on tomorrow. I did a video of it, but, you know, I didn't walk around my bra. You know, I had the jacket and it was closed. But you know what? Well, I know what they're getting at. I mean, a lot of these Jersey girls are not older, but they're 40s and 50s, and they're walking around with a lot of crop tops. Mm-hmm. It's just not, I'm not going to say it's appropriate or not. I'm not using that word. I just don't like the way it looks. I think it's not necessary. I'm not a big crop top person anyway. Apart from Victoria Beckham, who's your style icon? You know, listen, I loved Princess Diana. I love Kate Middleton.
So classy, like
Rachel Zoe, love her. I think, you know, and as far as when I was asked on my pod, Michael Costello was the other young guy who I love. I buy a lot of his pieces on Revolve. Michael Costello, he's great. I just bought a great knit. I can't wait to wear it again with the cutout on the side.
Okay, guys, I want to ask him something. I'm going to take the lead here.
Okay, Jules.
Can you give us any juicy dish either on Beverly Hills? Because Beverly Hills is the current franchise that is out right now. I've been watching it. I've been thinking Kyle is going through something. I'm thinking Sutton's like going through something. Any dish on Beverly Hills right now?
Well, you know, I can give an opinion. Mm-hmm. I don't really, you know, on what I heard. I heard that Kyle's definitely seeing Morgan. And in the coming attractions for next week, this week coming up, she's asked, would you ever date a woman? She said, yes. She was, you know, I believe that they're a couple. And I don't see why everyone's making a big deal of it. What's the big deal? So she's seeing a woman or she's in love with a woman. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. And I don't think I'm not surprised. Okay. As far as I am going to be talking about Garcelle and Dorit. It's really stuck in my craw. I will be discussing that. We're filming tomorrow.
I really like Dorit, by the way.
I love Dorit. Yeah. And I'm not a big fan of Garcelle.
Oh, you're not.
And I'm not a big fan of the way Garcelle talked to Dorit. And I'm going to tell everyone on my Patreons what I would have done at the luncheon when Garcelle walked in and said, I'm not here to teach you or school you. I mean, nobody talks to me like that. And if you do, I'm not going to listen, you know, so I have a lot to say on that. I did watch the end of Salt Lake City. I'll be talking about that. I have some New Jersey gossip that I know for a fact I'm going to drop.
Do you know a lot of things we don't know about New Jersey? I mean, I know you, and we talk every day. But the truth is there like going to be bombs dropped on the next season?
Bombs
dropped.
Bombs dropped. As a matter of fact,
is it going to be okay, or is it going to give all of us heart attacks, and we'll be like rethinking
I think
our
it's
lives?
finally going to be truthful, Julie. I want the truth. We deserve the truth. We deserve, after all these years, we deserve the truth. You know, so I think we're going to see a lot of that on Jersey. I think, you know, which is good. And there's going to be some bombs drop. I have a couple things that I'm going to drop. So, you know,
we're going to see you on New Jersey, though. Like everybody asked me
not this season. Not this season. I was in talks, which Julie knew. I was in talks with some of the producers. But you know what? Well, listen, I'm not. Would it be great to be in a trailer? Would be good for my Patreon. Would be good for my YouTube. That's the way I look at a business move. Would I go on? 1,000%. Of course I would go on. I would go. Of course I would. I would go on as a guest, you know. And you know, my ass would be in the trailers, and that's what I want.
I would love you just like walking up and surprising people, and just like at a party. Like
love it. I would love to. That's
wouldn't that be great, guys? If you think that would be great to see Kim, seriously, on an episode, just come in. I'm back. Hey, girls, what's going on? It's been a long time.
And you know what? I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to tell you this. I would come on neutral. I'm not coming on as anyone's soldier. I will be coming on neutral.
What do you mean soldier? Because that's interesting.
Well, because they used to call me Teresa's soldier, you know, and I'm not. I was never Teresa's soldier. Was I her good friend? I was her friend, and I try to protect her. But I'm not coming on as a soldier. If I ever go back on again, I will be very neutral to everyone, and we'll see where it goes.
Why? And that's so interesting. That whole idea of you being the puppet of somebody else.
Imagine this. Me of all people. No.
You're nobody's puppet.
Never. Never. I can't be. That was probably one of the problems.
Wow. Okay. So I'm going to scroll through, but I'm going to put this question up and I'm going to let Kim ask it. But before we do, I'm going to get to Kim T's question. Talk to them a little bit about Patreon and like what we're doing this month, like some really amazing things.
Yeah, we really are. Okay. So I love Patreon. Okay. I love that we don't have to do commercials and all that. And that I get to be with you guys for an hour sometimes too. And you know, some people said, oh, but you know, can you do something that we don't have to pay? Okay. Well, the problem is I need to pay people that help me. I don't know how to do all this myself. And I wanted it in a studio. Julie and I had discussed, I could have done it from home like I did with Kumasi Camp. I wanted a studio. I wanted to get dressed up. I wanted to bring people in and out. So I'm thrilled with what we've done, Jill. I'm really thrilled, you know, and shout out to Andrew. Thank you so much because he's fabulous at editing.
Andrew Santiago.
Andrew, you're just fabulous. I'll see him tomorrow. I haven't seen him since Christmas. I haven't seen him for the New Year.
This is a professional operation. Even this right here compared to your old podcast, you were just like sitting there in your pajamas. I mean, we love you.
Well, I actually have my sweater on today. Usually I would be sitting in my pajamas.
But you're like in your chair and just like, this is
but no, it's so wonderful. I love it. We are going to, people have been asking me about another tier. So
on Patreon.
So every day I've been getting DMs about how do I stay thin? What's my diet? This, that. So, and I answer them, but I'm like, Julie, I tell Julie these things and Julie's like, you know what? Why don't we do a group chat once a month and they could ask you whatever they want. So that's going to be our next
face to face, not like
face to face. So you'll be like this, like me and Jules, and you'll be able to ask me whatever you want and I'll discuss it. I'll even show you the packets because I'll most likely be in my kitchen here. I did a video at Trader Joe's to show everyone. I'll be discussing that tomorrow too. Why I do what I do, why it works for me. Because some people were a little confused, like, oh, you do this, but then you do that. Yeah, there's a combination. I don't diet. It's a lifestyle. So all that being said, that's what I love about my Patreon. I love that it's private. I love when people come and ask us questions on the Patreon. Jules, right? We see everything that you say. Yeah. And it's so funny because now they're asking Lorraine Pooh questions. You know, they're calling her Lorraine Pooh. They're asking her questions or I told Lorraine Pooh, I said, go on and answer your peeps. They're asking you questions. And
Yeah.
yeah, go on
Who
and answer
knew?
them. They
I
want to
can't wait till
know
people
what
are
happened.
asking me questions. They're like, "Who are you?"
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Well,
hear about you.
if you were in Jersey, we'd be doing more, but we'll do this.
I
I'm
like
glad
this.
you're doing good, Kim D, and finally left that demon gargle. I know. And he is a demon. He is. He's no good. He's no good. And I don't usually talk about people like that, but he's no good.
I'm going to do this question. I'm going to let you take the stage, Kim D.
Okay. Are the
I like
things
Kim T's. Like she's got all this makeup in her.
Kim T, baby. Kim T, are the things they said about Joe Gorga true, that he told an audience at a comedy show that it was true that Evan cheated on Jackie? That's what I heard. Okay, that's what I heard. Here's what I think what happens at his shows. Okay, I think he has a couple drinks before he goes on. And maybe that night one too many, because he said a few things that were, Joe says a lot of shit, but that's not in his character to go that far. To out Evan and to out some other things that he said. So I'm going to give him not a pass, because that's bullshit. But I think he had a couple drinks. And I think that's what he does before he gets on stage. And honestly, I learned really not to drink that much when I was filming and stuff, because you just do some silly things and you say some silly things that you wouldn't have said. Maybe that's why in general they promote booze on the shows. So I just think that night, maybe he had a little too much to drink and he was, spilling his guts. Jennifer McInnes, have you ever considered talking about the spiritual aspects of the show? I'm Catholic, and to me, spiritual dangers are real, and many people are, unbeknownst to them, talking to the dead. Oh, so Jennifer, talking to the dead. Well, I'm Catholic and very Catholic. I went to Catholic school. And I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I really don't. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you could show me some things where you think that it's a problem. But my mother passed 2 years ago, and there's signs all over the place on her. My boyfriend passed away 11 years ago. I see a lot of things with him. And I don't think they would be concerned with us trying to talk to them. That's my opinion. I mean, I don't know if that's against the religion. I would like to hear more about it. I've never heard of that, but I don't go to church all the time anymore. So maybe this is something that I just haven't heard. Hi, Kim. Back when you filmed on RHONJ, how much of the show is produced or staged? When I was on RHONJ, I'm going to say 3/4 of it was real. And the other quarter was really not staged, but there were the tap on the shoulders. If they didn't think there was enough drama, they would bring up what was real. Like, what was in the news or what they had heard from someone. They would say, can you bring this up? That would cause, problems. That's how they got everyone fighting. So when I was on, it was 3/4 the way real. Now, for a while, RHONJ was very fake, very, very fake. Now I believe last season, and I believe this season, it's going to be very real. So that's the good thing. Hey, Kim, Jay Bland. Hey, how are you? Yeah, so I believe it's very real right now, and that's what I'm looking forward to. David Fernandez. Hey, shout out. Yeah, that's the answer. Kim, your channel is new, but it's going to grow big time over the next year. Stay positive. Thank you, Hamilton. Thank you. I am very positive. As a matter of fact, my lavender candle is lit. Hi, Arif. So no, I know it's going to. I know it's going to be big. And you know what, you guys? I tell the truth. So I tell everyone, if you want the truth, listen to me, because that's what you're going to get.
So should we just open it up? We have a lot of people here watching live with Kim.
Sure.
Like a couple more minutes if you have a question for Kim. Otherwise, we will talk about Kim.
Yeah.
And okay, so what is the biggest, and I'm going to wait for questions. I'm going to open this up for like 5 more minutes. So write your questions, and we have a lot of cool people from around the world. A lot of love here for you, Kim.
Okay.
What was the biggest shocker for you when you joined the Real Housewives that you weren't expecting? Like, tell us.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I was in shock as to when I walked down the street, everybody would be screaming, oh my God, it's Kim D, it's Kim D. Like, I never expected that. I just, when I went on the show, it was just to have fun, promote my business. And then all of a sudden, like everywhere I went, if even when my back was turned, if they heard my voice, I'm like, I can't believe. And then also so many husbands and men would come up to me. The men would say, my wife loves you. My mother loves you. We love strong women. I felt good about that, you know, that they considered me a strong woman and they respected that and they looked up to me. Of course, I had my haters, but most of the people that came up to me were saying, you know, we love that you're strong. We love that you don't back down. And so that was nice. Oh, Andrew. Hi, Kim. Hi, Julie. Hi, Andrew. We were just talking about you, Andrew, how fabulously talented you are at editing and doing the show and how wonderful the studio is. And then I'll be seeing you tomorrow.
That's amazing. Andrew's in the house. Okay. So we have a couple more questions. And I love Hamilton here. I don't know if it's a he or she, actually.
The older shows seemed more organic as opposed to the last few seasons, which seems semi-scripted. Correct, Hamilton, correct. But last season and this season, no.
Hamilton's asking a lot of questions, but Hamilton has a lot of questions. So
okay. Did your business at Posh increase after being on the show? You know, it did. It did. Everyone knew what it was, but like not what you would expect. You know what I mean? It did. Of course it increased, but it didn't like boom or, you know, it was, it did okay. My store did okay.
Okay. So how many more questions should we take? Because they're lining in. I'm going to let you take center stage. I want you to be able to answer as many of your fans' questions.
Okay, let's go. I'll answer a couple.
Like should we do like five more minutes, 5 more questions? Okay.
And then we'll do another one, you guys.
We're going to do another one. We don't want to give away all of Kim's brilliance in one because your minds are going to be blown. So let's do this. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to start. Okay. This is a good one. Be careful. Okay. I'm just going to let Kim answer this.
I love this.
Oh, wait. No, wait. That was a wrong
favorite karaoke song?
That was the wrong question. But
well, you know what everyone else does. I Will Survive. And I'm not, I don't like that song, but that's what that's not my favorite. I like Journey, Aerosmith, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't do karaoke, but if I did, it probably would be, you know, something from the 70s or 80s. What do you think about Teresa's new face? I think they're all overdoing it. You know, I do shit. Let's be clear. But I've never had a facelift yet. Do I want a mini one? Yes. Okay. But these girls are starting way too young. It's a lot. It's a lot. Her body looks great. Her body looks great, you know, so I got to give her that. She works out hard. Melissa works out hard. Kim, who is the New Jersey cast member whose behavior disappointed you the most? Last season? There's two, really. I mean, I know it's terrible. I keep knocking Jen Fessler, but she's so crude. She's I just can't stand when women do that. They're so crude. And I mean, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I maybe Louis a little bit, you know, I mean, he's some crazy shit, but yeah, Jen Fessler, very, very crude, very crude. And Kim, what did you think about Caroline Jordan Ultimate Girls Trip? I thought it was a bad decision on both parts. Caroline is not the type to be on a trip with Brandy. Let's face it. She's just not that kind of woman. You know what I mean? She's not, clearly, because it didn't work out. I didn't get it. I don't get what they expected to get from her. And I think they set her up. I think they set her up for this. I think they thought it would be funny because she's so, you know, tight and uptight. And I think they set her up. That's my opinion, you know, because I kind of know what these producers do. Do you think one day you would like to get married one day? Oh, Belinda Adams. I've been married twice. Okay, I've been married twice. And I was engaged. And then I was with I was with a man for 13 years after that who passed away 11 years ago. Yeah, I mean, would I welcome that? Yeah, it'd have to be a special person to be able to deal with my nonsense, you know, with my 13 dogs. And I'm very, even though, you know, I don't seem private, I'm private, you know, so I wouldn't want some guy bothering me all the time. You have to go here, you have to go there, you know. So are Tree and Jack still friends? Yes, they are. Yes, they are still friends. Yes. I think they're going to stay friends. I think both of them like the fact that they're friends. And I heard that Teresa calls her a lot, which is great. Hi, Kim. Do you have any news on the twins that joined that one season? Oh, my God. I cannot believe you asked that. I asked one of them to be on my show, and I think she's going to do it. Yes. So it's huge, and I will let you know. As a matter of fact, I was supposed to call her today and text her. So when we do this, after we do this, I'm going to text her. I'm glad you reminded me. But yes, I'm getting one of them on my show. How do you like that? Opinion of the March. My opinion of the March has changed, Kim T. Dolores had said to Marge, and she had said to me that if we knew each other, we would be friendly to each other and acquaintances. And there's some things that are going on that you guys will find out. She's not as bad as I thought she was. I tried her brushes. I'm trying her glasses. She sent me some nice stuff, and I found out a lot of things that I didn't know. I was predisposed to what I felt about her, and there's a lot of surprises coming. What a surprise. I'm glad to see you on YouTube. Oh, Polly, thank you. Thank you. Kim, you always have the best glasses. Where are you finding them? Well, these are from Amazon. Okay. And then I just got a box from Margaret, the Vici. I just got a box of these, and I have to say, the frames are fabulous. I just have to get a stronger prescription. And yeah, I thought I was one thing, but I'm not. Yeah, love the twins. I have a twin brother. We're fraternal. Oh, very cool, Hamilton. Yeah, I'm going to get one of them on. As a matter of fact, as soon as we get off, I'm going to text her and hopefully talk to her tonight. And hopefully we'll get her in the studio. If not, at least Skype her in. So you read my mind.
Isn't that fantastic?
Isn't that fantastic?
Your people here are just so in tune with you.
Love it.
Don't you guys love? Let's get some love in the chat for Kim. Kim, I don't know if you know this. She can be a little divisive at times, but truly at the center of her heart, she's such a good person, and she's a broker of peace. And let's get some love for her. We have a lot of shout outs from all over the United States. I saw Atlanta. I saw Chicago. Hey, Chicago. I'm from Chicago. We got a Jersey here. And I think let's just take one more question, like the best question I see. One last question for Kim, because you can follow her, join her Patreon. Yeah,
and come follow me on my Instagram, Kim D. Posh.
You can see all the juicy interviews.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite interview on Patreon? I don't want to say favorite because they were all amazing, but without thinking, what is that one episode that just stands out in your mind? Like it was like blew your mind. Awesome.
I loved Kathy, but I have to still say,
Kathy who would Kathy be?
But I have to still say, when John Fuda walked in there after they filmed and he dropped his news to me and told his truth, I still believe that it was the best thing I did, because we got a lot of slack for that. But I'm going to continue to do that. And I keep telling everyone, join, don't join, whatever. I'm give you the truth. I mean, I'm not going to say you can't come on because I don't want to hear your truth. So, yeah, no, I still think John was the best. Not the best. He was like, to me, it was a coup. It was a coup that he trusted me enough to come on. Hamilton
said thanks to Julie. So thanks, guys.
Thanks
I know
Julie.
Nobody. Oh, hi, Scarlett.
Hi, Scarlett.
She's so cute. I said I'm Kim Scarlett. I'm like her little lap dog.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I'm just teasing. But thank you for this as I'm reading these. And MD Rusty, I don't know who she is, but I think Kim does. She said, I'll be honest, I never watched reality TV shows, but my daughter recently walked in your fashion show and you were so nice and warm and welcoming. Thank you. MD Rusty.
Thank you.
Okay. You can read my mouth. Okay. This is our last question of the night, unless Kim wants to go on and on and on. So guys, hold tight.
Well, if you guys want me to call one of the twins,
call the twins. You got to see it on Patreon. Like her episodes.
But no. Let's see what she wants to do first, and then I'll announce it.
Okay. So here you go. This is your last question of the evening. Guys, send some love to Kim, or, we'll be getting in touch. We'll be doing this more regularly. Look at Posh. How old is Posh?
Yeah.
Posh is so sweet. Like
she really is a sweet.
She's baby. Like the grandma dog at your house.
She's a grandma dog.
Okay.
She's a senior and she needs my help 24/7. And that's another reason why I don't leave too often, because yeah, she's good. She was on TV. Posh was my sidekick.
Oh, wow.
She was at the store all the time and she was my sidekick. She filmed with me all the time, right, Poshy? Yeah.
All right, here we go, guys.
Okay.
The creme. Let's just see
Creme
what
de la
we
creme.
say.
Oh, if I was a producer, hold on. I didn't see the question. I lost the question. All I saw, if I was a producer. Julie, I don't see the question.
I'm looking right now. Guys, give me a break.
Okay.
My eyes aren't, okay. It's coming back.
Coming back to me now. If
Oh,
I
here
were
it
a
is. It's by
producer.
Ricky Starr. So forgive me. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, if you were a producer, please name your MVP cast of 6 Jersey women that will make an epic season. Oh, 6 Jersey women that make an epic season. Okay, I say, which we can't do because she lives in California, I say definitely bring Jacqueline back. Keep Teresa, keep Melissa, keep Dolores. So Jacqueline, Teresa, Dolores. I definitely like Rachel. Melissa has to come back because they have to finish everything. And I got to tell you, I think, Margaret does her job. She's supposed to start a little trouble. She's supposed to talk smack. So that would be it. I think that would be Jacqueline and like Teresa ganging up on Melissa and then Melissa going with Margaret and all that. I think that would be a good season. But you know what? That's not going to happen because Jacqueline lives in California. But I think maybe they can Skype her in or something, like have her on the phone with Teresa saying something. I don't know. They should work something out because Jacqueline's got a lot to say about Melissa. So that would be it. But I'm going to tell you, I like this cast. I do. And I think they're bringing it. I have to be honest. I think they're bringing it. I think this season you're going to see. I think stuff's going to fly, baby. Ooh, Rachel is literally the worst and Melissa is so boring, but you got the other ones right, laugh out loud. I crack up. Well, you know what? I don't think you're going to think Rachel's boring. See, you know what it is? I know what was filmed. So I think Rachel is like the when you see a race, a horse race, and you see one all the way in the back and then they come up and all of a sudden they win the race. You're going to see Rachel definitely comes alive. She definitely comes alive this season. So the reason why I'm answering these questions is because I know, so yeah, maybe she might've been boring before. It's not going to be boring now. And neither is John.
I mean, like we can talk about this again, because I know we're going to wrap up.
Yes.
It gets kind of, in my opinion, as just a viewer. And honestly, when I met Kim, I was introduced to her and they said, oh, I want you to meet Kim D. I'm like, God, that name sounds so familiar. So I talked to her. She was really sweet. And then I Googled her. I'm like, oh, crap. She was like the bad guy of New Jersey, but she really isn't. Editing, there's a lot to be said in terms of editing. But, I feel like some of these franchises on Housewives are getting just a little bit slow and they don't capture the audience's attention. Kim, any last words before we wrap it up? Guys, let's give Kim some love. Let's do this more often. Hamilton asked how we're going to
do it more often.
Make sure you follow Kim here.
And follow me on my Instagram because I love seeing what you have to say. And
follow her on Instagram.
We post clips of Patreon on it,
Here on YouTube too.
Yeah, I'm just going to say that I am here to promote my Patreon and I am here to promote YouTube because I believe that you're going to learn a lot of truths here. I have inside scoop. I'm friends with everyone and I tell it like it is. So if you want the truth, you gotta come on my Patreon and you gotta come on my YouTube. That's the bottom line. That you're going to get the truth. I don't pull any punches.
Don't pull punches. That's what we love about Kim DePaolo. She doesn't pull.
So that's how I sell myself, guys. I'm pitching to you. That's what it is. You want the truth? You get the truth with me, whether you like it or not. Some people don't like the truth, but at least you get it.
She tells the truth, man. Sometimes.
Tell the truth.
Yeah. I love that, Kim. Thanks so much. Guys,
thank you for everything you do for me. Julie, thank you for everything you do. And I love, love, love my new computer. I am thrilled.
You look so good on it.
The way my kitchen looks with see the on-air sign that we got. I'm going to.
I know. I was like, that's you guys.
Yeah, so listen. I'm growing, guys. I'm learning the ropes.
Wait, you realize this today is the first time Kim's ever been on a computer. I just want
Yeah.
to shout that out.
Yeah.
First time.
Yeah.
It's
So
about time, right?
it was,
But-
I would be there. This is what I would do in the morning at 8 o'clock.
With
I'd hold it for an
company
hour.
Mhm.
Yeah. Then I finally got something to hold my phone, and now I have a computer.
Yay! I love it. This made me so happy today. Okay,
It
guys,
made me happy too.
check her out on Patreon. Follow her here at YouTube. Follow her on Instagram. Just be amazing because Kim is as real as it gets. Let's go.
Love you.
You're the one who goes through friends like underwear, honey.
Little store, never expected to be on TV because I'm tough. Like these women carry on over nonsense. Where can we start? Do I have to do the whole thing over?